were you and G having disagreements? Were you not listening to G when he gave you advice?
I did everything G told me to do. Everything. If G said don't sign, I didn't sign.
Right.
I even told my manager, well, find out, tell G I'm willing to give up my advance because I knew I was gonna still have 20 left, and the publishing deal was gonna be signed when we turned in the album. So I was like, let's just walk away clean. I didn't know what was going on. You gotta think. Also, 2001, 2002, I'm 21 years old. I'm fresh off the block. I have no idea about a lot of shit. That we'll get into later as well. Like, I felt like I talked to G like family. Like, I was like, yo, like as a mentor, I looked up to him like, yo, you guys helped what I got going at Rockefeller. I seen all this shit evolve and bloom. So I'm thinking I'm in good hands no matter what. I never really talked business or dealt with business when it came to hip hop. And hip hop's brother was my road manager. So I thought I was in good hands all the way through. And at the end of the day, I felt like I'm not gonna not say nothing today because of these relationships. At the end of the day, I've reached out to G during this time, after this time, just to find out what's going on. Why you not even responding to my calls? You know what I'm saying? I knew that Kanye had gotten into an accident during this time. And then the next thing I know, I'm hearing from my manager, Kanye dropping a record with his mouth is wide, and that blew. And the first people he shot out is G and Hop. So I'm like, oh, all right. I'm still thinking I'm good because I felt like if Kanye blow, it's still good because it's still an opportunity for me to still win because I'm with G and Hop. So if G and Hop win, I should win too. You know what I'm saying? But
you feel like G did you dirty?
I feel like G did me dirty, yeah.
What's his name? G what?
G Roberson.
G Roberson. You feel like G Roberson did you dirty?
Yeah, I feel like he did me dirty. You know how many times where, yo, listen, man, like I had to look at me, frown at me because I didn't take an approach that we felt was necessary to take an approach when it came to that situation. But I felt like, nah, yo, I just been in my grandmother's house. This been, I can't approach it like this yet. I gotta figure out what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
So you knew G in the beginning stage before he managed Nicki and Wayne and all of them?
Before that. Way before that.
So you knew G in the beginning stage, but how close? You're not over blemishing the relationship with G. You and G were close.
We were close. I felt like we was close. Like, this is who I talked to. I started talking to G more than I talked to my managers most at that time because it was like G was my guy that we would create. Like, we would take me to Just Blaze's house. We built the studio in Just Blaze's house when he used to live downtown on Gold Street. So we had a studio in there. He always was taking me to the studio. Like, we going to Just Blaze to record. Whether it was a Just Blaze beat or a Kanye West beat or whoever beat, it was like, this is what we recording at. This is before baseline. This is before any of that shit. You know what I'm saying? And me and him would talk all the time. It was like, I would call him like, yo, for advice. You know what I'm saying? Because during this wait, I got everybody looking at me like, yo, what's up when you dropping? Now I got to keep hearing that shit. So it's like, I felt like I started to get depressed because of it. It was like, yo, I can't even figure out what's going on. It feel like nothing it's feel like it's just going left. You know what I'm saying?
But what I'm saying is that was going left.
Right.
G, he just dropped off the face of the earth. But he was taking you everywhere. Y'all was going to the studio. Y'all was working together. Did he let you know? Did he sell you false dreams? Did he say, yo, we gonna go? Did he sell you that, or you assumed that? Because it's two different things.
The last thing I heard from G, I believe, I don't know if we was on a three-way call, me, him, and my manager John, was we're gonna make a counter offer to DreamWorks. I said, all right. So I'm trusted in y'all because I signed to y'all. You know what I'm saying? I was young when y'all got me. You know what I'm saying? I was 19, 18 years old. I never even had a bank account at this time. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting all this information. So I was dealing with G for everything. Like, yo, this when I got my deal, my check, I signed my check to them and they gave me the cash. You know what I'm saying? This was then my mom's just like, yo, boy, open a bank account. You know what I'm saying? But I'm so used to having just cash around, I was ignorant to this whole setup, this whole process. But I would always go to G for everything. Like, and me and G was spending so much time together, whether it was going to the studio or hearing new beats, or we would just speak all the time. He would give me the rundown. What's the play? What's the play, G? Like, you know what I'm saying? So me and my people was like, yo, if, what's going on? Like, we got to run down on something? Like, nah, not G. G is family. Like, you know what I'm saying? But that's where I went wrong. I was young. I mistaked business for personal, and I made a bad decision of not doing things what I should have did. And you know what I'm saying? In hindsight, I should have hired my own lawyer. I should have did all this. I did all this blindly. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got this from me? All right, cool. Sign here, boom. Bye, bye, boom. You know what I'm saying? All I had at the moment, during that time, was my song was on National Security, the Martin Lawrence movie. But after that, it was just like, it was crickets. It was quiet. You know what I'm saying? Then I got the word from G and them, yo, tell Bath to fall back from the mixtapes right now because we're trying to get him a deal. We don't want him to oversaturate himself and keep giving out freestyles. I'm like, what? That shit didn't make any sense to me. This is what I got from my manager. Like, yo, fall back. We just gonna chill for a second while we eyeing this thing out. And then I didn't hear nothing from him. Then I started reaching out to my manager, like, yo, what's up with G? Did G get any word? Like, what's the word? Where we going next? What's the word? And then he was like, I don't know, man. I'm gonna try to get in contact with this nigga. I'm like, try? Since when did you have to try? Like, it's never been that way. So, I think it was when DreamWorks fell back. That's when it fucked me up. You know what I'm saying? Because it was like, that was my hope. You know what I'm saying? Like, my mom's was like, yo, my mom's had bought a house. And she was like, yo, I'm telling you, they got this lot up here by my house. Get that money, buy this land, and sit on it. You're going to make money. I'm like, Mom, whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. But I was young and, you know what I'm saying? Young and stupid. So I'm like, yo, whatever. She's like, I'm telling you, you do that before you even go look for a house. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to be straight. This is the move. This is the play. And I called to check with the like, yo, what's up? I want to do this and do that. What's up with this deal? What's up with DreamWorks? And they was like, I don't know. And then I took it upon myself because I had one of the A&Rs. I forgot his name. I had his number. I reached out to him like, yo, what's up? What's going on? He was just like, yo, we decided to go in another direction. And I was just like, he's like, yo, your boys, they didn't want to do the deal. I'm like, why? You know what I'm saying? So for years, I didn't know why they didn't want to do this deal and why I can't get a response, a call back. So I'm like, yo, so I met my boy Malik, who used to be an intern at MTV. He do like the, videography and all that stuff. And Malik is like, yo, I got this guy, this attorney that I've done business with. He's a entertainment lawyer. I'm like, all right, bet. I get with this entertainment lawyer named Dwayne Harley. And Dwayne Harley finds out that there's missing monies that never came to me. And then I found out there was monies that was mailed to this man's parents' house that I never got. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot of shit, yo. Then it got crazy, and then it was like, all right, now I'm on a point like, yo, it's one thing you just saying, all right, I'm gonna go with if you made a business decision to go with Kanye and say, all right, I can't get Bath a deal. To say that, like, yo, it's not working. I'm gonna just go forward with Kanye, and that'd be that. And that'd have been cool. I'd have had my closure. I was still gonna go. I wasn't gonna stop, but y'all kind of like sabotaged me in a way about doing that. And then that's cool. I can accept that too. I could make these decisions I'm a grown man. I should be making better decisions. Fuck it. You fall, you get back up, and you figure it out. But when I hear that the missing monies is on the way here and there, then it's like, all right, something ain't right. Like, I'm already down. What you still killing me? You taking the money? You up? Like, I can't believe it. So I'm like, nah, it don't make no sense. These got Kanye blue. this and this happened. This is years and years going on. Like this is him. Now they at Atlantic, and I'm speaking to different people at Atlantic. Like, yo, can I get in contact with G? Like, yo, this is Bathgate. He know me. This, I'm just, you know me. I was his artist. It's to the point where I had to stop. I felt like I was begging, and I had to stop. Like that, man. Like, and then, you know what I'm saying? Like, I knew he knew what time it was or something was wrong, because my man who worked in the hospital saw G at the hospital. No exaggeration. Yo, what's up? I'm such and such. I'm Bath man. Boom, 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 boom. He was like, oh yeah, you Bath man. How Bath doing? Your Bath good. I was on the phone with him. Yeah, matter of fact, I'm gonna call him right now. My man Young called me. Yo, Bath, G at my job right now. I'm like, word? And this when he worked at the hospital, it used to be St. Luke's. I'm like, word? I bet. Me and a couple of my met downstairs. I'm about to catch a cab. He called me back. This is 5-10 minutes later, like, gone. And that's why I knew. I said, damn, yo, what did I do for that? You know what I'm saying? He don't know. Even though my is on a different type of, they on go, I was trying to hold on to, like, nah, that's my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would he do me like that? I would expect that to happen from, you know, it's not the street. This is illegal. This legal shit. Why do that to me? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, at this point, it's like, and then that shit right there blackballed me. You know what I'm saying? Because now G is at Atlantic. He's an exec. And now everywhere I go after that is like, well, you was signed to G in hip hop. They're execs at Atlantic. Why you just don't go over there? And I'm trying to figure out, I don't know. I mean, we just not doing business no more. I think that was turning labels off. And I feel like that kind of kept me from getting another deal, because nobody wanted to sign me because they couldn't figure out why G and them didn't want to sign you. And then I started hearing labels say, well, I had one label, I think it was somebody was interested. I don't know if it was Koch or whatever. They was interested in me, and they like, yo, we can't do this deal because you owe Virgin money. I'm like, here's this shit that happened with DreamWorks. So I'm thinking this is what it is. But when Dwayne Harley found out, he get on the case, he finds out that Bath don't owe Virgin Records nothing. G and hip hop owe Virgin Records the money. So I'm thinking like, damn. So that's why y'all jetted. It's $100,000. Y'all was walking in the money. Y'all hit gold on Kanye. Y'all hit the lotto. So I just couldn't understand it, and I felt like the fact that we had such a tight bond and relationship, I felt like they didn't have to do me like that. They felt like they did me dirty. I left me for dead, and I spiraled out. I went to a dark space. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, you know what I mean? It was bad. It was bad. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I want to talk about the dark space, but before we get into that, I want to just, because that's, so G Roberson, no,
it's hard to believe.
He jerked you.
He jerked me. Yeah, I feel like he jerked me. It's a fact.
You had no disconnect with him. Y'all always was on good terms, and you listened to everything that he said. Nothing bad. What about hip hop? Hip hop, you don't blame hip hop, do you?
Nah, I don't blame hip hop, because me and hip hop never dealt with each other, so we never got close to deal with each other as friends. We never dealt with each other like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was close with his brother, his younger brother. You know what I'm saying? So me and Sha was
your road
close.
manager, you said?
Yeah, my road manager, Shalik. You know what I'm saying? Is Biggs and hip hop brother. So Sha was just like, yo, man, you just gotta keep pushing, man. Like, he, you know, you just gotta keep pushing. It ain't nothing you can really do about it right now, but just keep pushing and just get back to work. And that's what I tried to do.
How much money did they take from you that was going to the mom house? Was it light? Was it?
I don't know, bro. I felt like I was on Clue Professional 2. I think that went platinum. I wrote a joint and did a joint with Trina on a Diamond Princess. I think that went platinum. The national security movie licensing fee, I didn't even get a license. I didn't even get a licensing fee. That check was cut. That's the check that I found that was sent to his parents, the licensing fee. But I don't know if maybe I don't know if I signed something that was binding that they got the money, but I didn't understand why the money went there, not to me. You know what I'm saying? But
so you didn't do investigation to see how much was owed to you, like how much they kept from you. You didn't. The lawyer didn't.
Yeah,
get that.
he did. So what the problem was, the companies would say that they couldn't specify how much was. They just knew that it was checks that was sent out already. Like,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? So quarterly checks. So my lawyer was able to recover $24,000 from me. So whatever was beyond that 24, I never seen, never heard of. Somebody cashed those checks. You know what I'm saying? So it was like it was tough. It was tough for me, man, because I felt like for the first time I really felt like a sucker. You know what I'm saying? Because I felt like I didn't want to approach G or hip hop on that type of time. One, hip hop, me and him wasn't really personal like that. We spoke, we called you know what I'm saying? But I was, he was doing his own thing, whatever he was doing. But me and G had a tight relationship, so I felt really betrayed by it. And I felt like conflicted because on one hand, I'm thinking something gotta happen, something gotta give. But on the other hand, I felt away. I felt like, nah, I just can't. I didn't want nothing to happen to him, you know what I'm saying, at the same time. But
And something could have happened to him.
something definitely could have happened to him.
So let me ask you an honest question, because I want to get into the dark space. That's very, as far as like, I want to talk about that. But let me ask you a question. What would you, if you had a chance to talk to G now? Because I'm going to be honest,
Yeah.
like, if you look at you can see that this bothered
Yeah,
you. You know what I'm saying? And you don't look like you, to be honest, like, I feel your pain. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%.
Like, I feel your pain. What would you want to know from G? Like, what's the questions that you would want answered, or are you past that?
No, I mean, now I'm past that because I had to come to some sort of peace. Because, like I said, my dark time, I went through so much, and I was just so humiliated by not succeeding. And I watched my peers blow. I watched Fab blow. I watched 50 blow. I watched Kiss and them blow. I watched these guys grow in their solo careers. You know what I'm saying? You gotta think, me, Fab, and 50, you talking about 20 years in the game, and I lost that. You know what I'm saying? I had to watch from afar and watch them succeed. And at one point, I gotta admit that I was salty about it. I would say, yeah, I was mad, I was hating, I was upset. I was like, why me? So the one thing I would ask G was like, why, yo, what did I do? Could you at least pick up the phone and say, yo, Bath, look, this is what I got for you. I got a job for you. I'm gonna bring you in. We in hip hop execs at Atlantic. We got paid. We doing this. We millionaires. I'm gonna hire you. Maybe you can be a consultant, or maybe you can do. I wasn't on those streets. Rah with him. I wasn't like I was looking for him to take his head off. Did my want to? Yeah, of course, because they see I'm hurt. They see that I'm passionate about it, and I'm conflicted because I'm telling like, nah, just chill. You know what I'm saying? And niggas wanted to go at other niggas that had nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? That I had to say, nah, he don't got nothing to do with it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is on G. Like, I dealt with G business. I dealt with G on the personal. This is on G. G can at least answer the phone and say, look, I'm sorry, bro, it just didn't work. But this is what I can do. He could say that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And then I still would have said, yo, so what happened with that money? And I was still on the up and up, man to man. I wasn't on it like when I see him, it's, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't on it. I wasn't on it like that because I was still conflicted. I was conflicted by it. Like, I just couldn't see myself bringing that man harm. But the longer it went and progressed, yeah, I've thought about it, yeah. I've questioned a lot of stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was really on the verge of it calling it quits, literally, you know what I'm saying? And then it made me hate music. It made me hate doing it. Like, I tell niggas all the time that see me, like, yo, bro, I love it, but y'all don't understand what I went through. That shit pushed me away. It turned me off. You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean call it quits? You talking about life?
Life. I felt that at one point. You know what I'm saying? It was, I felt that. I felt
got
like
that dark for you?
It got that dark. Listen. Remember I told y'all the story about the post office, right? Mm-hmm. Post office, one of my first job. You know what I'm saying? So when that dark time happened, one of my older guys that I used to be outside hustling with was like, yo, listen, we can go back to the post office, and get a job.
Yeah, I'm listening.
And I was even considering it. He was like, yo, just go do this. Go apply. Go to this place and go apply. I'm sitting in this place. I'm like, yo, it's crazy. And as I'm waiting for my turn to fill out the paperwork or whatever, I heard some people behind me chuckling. And I was just like, these better not be laughing at me, B. You know what I'm saying? But I felt that. Maybe they could have been laughing at something they had personally. But I was so ashamed because I felt like that. Here I go. You saw me on TV. Now I'm in here looking for a job. Nah, B, that's not how I was supposed to go. So I ended up going back to the street. I ended up going back to hustling. You know what I'm saying? And it came all the way full circle, like to the day, you know what I'm saying, my grandmother passed away. I was still in it, at it, like fuck rap. I'm doing this. This is what's out. This is what's, you know, giving me money. Like enough. I couldn't face the public. I was insecure. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is real. Like, I'm being 100% real. I was so insecure that I was like, yo, y'all ain't gonna respect me going to get a job and get a legal gig. But here I'm on this corner, everybody showing me love. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that was what it was. And for a minute, I believed that. So I stayed on the corner. You know what I'm saying? And that was it. I still did my raps and shit like that because my wanted me to. My wanted me to be more. They wanted me to be successful. They wanted that more than I did at one point. Because I was just on a dark space, and I was just like, man, I'm gonna get what I'm gonna get. I'm gonna get it how I get it. You know what I'm saying? And
yo, so you were in the game for a while at that point. You know, before that point, I'm pretty sure you came across, you know, different artists, execs. You know, nobody tried to reach back during your dark time to try to pull you out of that dark time.
Nah. When I was in a dark time and shit wasn't working, the artists that I knew wasn't doing none of that. One of my mans that I knew from the street, that when he came home, I took him with me. We did shows, we did this, and when I needed like a favor, he was just like, here, my man fronted me some work. Here, let's split this in half with me, and let's get money. And that's where I went. You know what I'm saying? It was that. It was just survive. You know what I mean? I couldn't deal with the humiliation no more. I couldn't deal with how people saw me. So I believe that if you saw me then, G Money, on the street and was like, yo, Bath, what's up on your album coming out? I'm like, yo, soon, I'm working on some new shit. I felt like I just had to keep saying that. It's just to you know, in passing. I just had to keep doing that. And that shit was eating at me, you know what I'm saying? Because there was no music produced. There was nothing coming out. There was no albums coming out. You know what I'm saying? Fab was probably 5-6 albums in. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, damn, I was even though I was happy to see these succeed because these are all these from my class.
Right.
But I was still like, damn, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? It was dark. 50 became a super millionaire at that time. You know what I'm saying? It was like, yo, and my was trying to push me back, like, yo, this could be you too. Like, what's up? But it just wasn't for me at that moment.
Who took you out the dark space? What helped you get out? Because you know when you thinking, yeah, I never been there, so I can't. But when you're thinking about committing suicide, when you think that far, what stopped you?
My boy Ron, one of my best friends, my brother.
How close were you, if you don't mind to get into that?
Oh man, like we started. That's how we started from the Sandlot. Like this is, my moms knew his father growing up. Like this, we all from the same projects. Like we started doing music together. Me, him, and my man Grams. We started doing it together. Like so, it was him because my boy Ron is always like, he's a positive person. You know what I'm saying? So I never really seen him get broken or shaken by anything that happens. Like he figures out a way to figure it out. And I remember talking to him like yo, B, like I love y'all, but I'm done with it. Like I'm done with it. Like I'm sorry. And I remember him telling me like, no, like, and crying with me on the phone like, nah, this ain't it. You know what I'm saying? So like I would say he saved me. He gave me hope to go back in the studio. You know what I'm saying? Just to get in the studio back with him, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's real.
I don't mean to bring this back up, but like, how close were you to, going there? Like, how close were you? Was like a thought? Like, did you?
Nah.
Were you making attempts?
I didn't make an attempt. I wouldn't say I made an attempt, but I definitely had nights where I had that gun in my hand. You know what I'm saying? Definitely nights where I had that gun in my hand. You know what I'm saying? Like when I think about, the artist that was, that had died, the $500,000 and cats like that, I felt like maybe they was going through this dark moment too. Like I felt that, like, you know what I'm saying? So it was definitely nights where I had that in my hand. You know what I'm saying? And it was moments like that. But, I guess, with just my support group, man, like my bros, man, like my boy Ron, my boy Pony, and my boy Star, like just my boy Rich, my boy Young. Those guys was just in my corner, and it helped me survive it. And then it was just like, for a minute I was just like, all right, I'm done with this shit. And then I started doing it again. But I felt like they was the help. They was the help that I needed. My boy Ron really helped me get through that dark moment.
Shout out to
You know what I'm saying?
shout out to your boys and stuff.
Yeah,
man.
Thanks.
Man, you got me all emotional, man.
My fault, man. I'm sorry to take it there, man.
Nah. I can see it, man. I can see it on your face. And you getting a little emotional as well. Like
Yeah, man. Like,
That's heavy, man.
That stuff is, yeah, man.
That's heavy, bro.
Man.
yeah.
That's
It's the first time anybody ever, like, shed a light tear on the show, man.
Yeah.
Second time. Who's the first?
Lil Mama.
Lil Mama shed a tear.
Word.
Yeah.
While
Nah,
back.
but they were first,
While back,
man.
though.
But look, yeah.
Nah,
I feel it, bro.
I need a break. I need to step away for a second.
All right, sure.
You know what I'm saying? It was a restaurant.
yeah, straight back.
Yeah.